Hello, everybody. It's Mr. Tom Prendergast and Mr. Douglas Yates.
Hello, hello.
We're here to update you. Last couple of weeks, we've been interrupted a little bit. First of all, we're moving our meeting an hour earlier, so it's in the kept changed it in the calendar. We've mentioned it in the support, and we'll also mention it in the news feed as we move forward. An hour earlier, so if you show up an hour late, oh well, we're recording it. I'm not recording the meetings anymore because everybody's always so late. And so as we're doing the meeting, it's constantly getting bongs. And the last one I gave up after I was 6 hours into it, editing all the bing bong bangs out of it. And I'm like, I don't have time for this. So we're going to do these little meetings here. Now, earlier this week, we had a meeting. Our first meeting, was it Josh?
Well, it was our first meeting with their marketing side. I've been meeting with their technical. Yes, it was Joshua,
Yeah,
technical people for about a month now.
right, right. So that went really well. We are so parallel to each other. Now, I've had some people give us some grief. So how come nothing's being said about Market Hive and Cardano on their blogs? Well, there's nothing really to talk about yet. They'll mention it and they'll do press releases on it when we release the wallet, not beforehand. And I agree with that. People always ask me, when's it going to be done? When's it going to be done? When it comes to software, I learned this way back in the 80s. You don't tell anybody when it's going to be done because you have absolutely no idea. Let me give you an idea. Programming. It's like you open up a door and there's a hallway. The hallway has 10 doors on the left and 10 doors on the right. So you go to the first door on the left, you open it up, and it's a hallway. There's 30 doors on the left and 30 doors on the right. You go to the first door on the left, you open it up, there's a hallway. 400 doors on the left, 400 doors on the right. Does that make sense? Am I right, Doug?
Yeah, I mean, one thing is usually when you get started, you can have a good feel for the end date. But yeah, there's a many avenues, and if you want to get it done right
You
and do
gotta,
all the testing and stuff,
yeah,
you got to take the time.
you gotta go. You gotta open up every single door. Some doors you open it up and it's just there's a broom and a bucket in there and that's it. It's
Yep.
nothing. Some doors you open up and it's the Taj Mahal. I mean, it's like, whoa, well, I'm going to be here for a while. And that's how that works. So we are working on it. And I mean, I'm not telling you this because we don't plan on launching the wallet for some time. I'm just telling you, quit asking when it's going to be done. Because I'll tell you a little secret. When you ask me when's it going to be done, I say in 2 weeks. It's already done. Now we're just going to do the marketing on it. We've already got it done. We've already tested it. It works great. Now we're going to do the marketing on it to get everybody's anticipation up that it's launching at a certain date. So when it launches at that date, it launches at the date we say it's going to launch. There's wisdom in this. I've been at this
Yes.
for a long, long time. So the
And it's
entrepreneur.
awesome when you see it. It's going to be. I mean, if you just look at the press that's happening now, right, Thomas, with what's going on with
Oh,
Cardano.
Cardano's out there whetting the appetite saying, yeah, there's like literally hundreds of billions of dollars of new business sitting on their desk that they're putting together right now. We're part of that.
Yes.
They have every anticipation. I mean, they have taken the difficulty of Ethereum and simplified it. They're going to suck most of Ethereum's business into Cardano, not because of any loyalty. It's just that every transaction in Ethereum's $70. Every transaction in Cardano is like 3 cents. Every transaction in Ethereum takes 3 seconds. Every transaction in Cardano takes 300ths of a second. It's not a loyalty thing. It's just that they have made a better mousetrap, just like we have when it comes to, everybody thinks we're a social network. Folks, we're not. We're a market network. In fact, that term is so new, most people don't know what I'm talking about. So we fall back to, yeah, we're a social network. So you look at MeWe, and you look at Parler, and you look at Gab, and you look at all of these. Oh yeah, we're a social network, just like Twitter or Facebook too. It's just that we won't kick you off if you're a Republican or if you're a right wing. And I tell people, look, this is just as bad as the left wing, communist, liberal side. Who wants to split them apart? I'm all about bringing everybody together. Market Hive doesn't make this designation. Oh, you can't join because you're not a Christian or you're not a conservative. I don't care. If you don't like what I have to say, block me.
Yeah.
If you don't like what Douglas has to say, block him. If you don't like what somebody is saying, or if you don't like the pictures, if they're, oh, those are girls wearing bathing suits, I don't like it. I want you to shut them down. Well, they're not. If they're committing a crime, then we'll go through the process. And what I mean by committing a crime is that, like they're selling illegal drugs or stolen property or crime. We're not Facebook. We're not the elites. We're not Google. We're not playing this game of censoring. We never have. When
No,
we
that's one of the beauties of our system.
Yeah, and when you're in our system, in our news feed, our current news feed, you see a lot of real positive energy there. Now, we didn't put up a big sign when you come in. You can only be positive, or we're going to kick you out. We didn't say anything. We don't care. I mean, you can come into the news feed and be negative all you want to be. It's just that it's a meritocracy. So, I've seen people come in and they post like 750, one after the other, the same thing. Boom, 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 boom. And I go check their friend level a couple days later, and they have no friends. Everybody's unfriended them. And they can still just completely spam their newsfeed all they want. Nobody sees it. Isn't that how we want it?
Yep.
So, the Entrepreneur One, which has in it benefits like the ILP, and if you don't know what the ILP is, you need to find out what it is. The ILP works kind of like an oil well, where our coin is like a gold coin. It goes up in value. I mean, look at Dogcoin. It's gone up in great value. Look at Bitcoin. It's gone up in great value. But do you have a system? So, like I was saying with the coin, I mean, you look at the coins are going up in value. So, if you went out and bought $5,000 worth of coins 10 years ago, it could be worth $5 million right now. But it's not making you more coin. So you get into mining, and mining's making you a couple coins a day, a month, a year, or whatever. It's making you more coins as the coin value goes up. Our ILP, look at it like that. It's like an oil well. It's pumping more coin into your purse because it's based on repaying you back your loan. We look at that's what the ILP means, is an initial loan protocol. So when you're paying for an Entrepreneur One, you're paying out $1,200 a month if you're paying monthly. We're giving it back to you in the form of an ILP of 1/10 of an ILP, which is about what the opening cost that we sold them at. But then we take that 1/10 of an ILP, and ILP represents a share, and there's only like 500 shares. Right now it's like 200 and some shares of 20% of the net revenue of the company. So that can be significant money coming in every month in coin. We get the wallet launched, we're on the exchanges now, the coin has a value to it, and you're getting paid what the value is at the time that ILP produced you that share that month. And a lot of people get confused about this. There's nothing to be confused about it. It's like we are giving you the lion's share in this. What we did with the Entrepreneur One, you're getting the exchange for the BIX, the banner exchange, the banner impressions exchange. You're getting advantages to all the other things that we do that you're not going to ever get again. So that Entrepreneur One program, we've been telling everybody we're ending it in about 30 days. Once we know the wallet is being launched, because that's kind of like that's the stake we're going to drive. That's the milestone. So the moment we know that is going to launch, then we put the deadline on the Entrepreneur One. We now have a launch date for the apprentice program, and we open up the sales for buying ILPs with your Market Hive coin. So there's a lot of things all depending upon and ready to go once the wallet's done. So that's what this conversation about here is to assure you, Douglas and his crew of engineers, which are very competent, are working on getting this wallet done. That's what the meeting earlier this week was primarily about. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, one of the great things I love about the meeting is we have a technical point of contact. That's who I've been working with. And then, we have, like Thomas said at the beginning of this conversation, there's a lot of synergistic visions between the two companies. And where there's a lot of stuff we have a real symbiotic, really close relationship. and they want to build that. So they brought in the marketing side of the company, and that's who was on the phone. That's Joshua, and he'll be working both with myself on the technical side and with Thomas on the marketing side to do all the joint press releases and really be able to help each other out as far as promoting, Market Hive and promoting the Cardano blockchain.
Yeah, and in the posting of this video, I will put a link to their latest article that talks about the hundreds of billions of dollars of business that's coming in. And their total focus is on the fact that there is no real economic bridge in Africa for the individuals, for the people, the rank and file of people of Africa, to be able to get in on the whole thing that's happening with the blockchain and cryptocurrency and banking and making wealth. And that their focus is on that. And so is ours. We have very similar focuses on reaching out to the rank and file of the average person who struggles, to give them a sovereign path to wealth. And that's kind of like our mission statement and their mission statement are parallel, and that's one of the things that we really like about each other.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's exciting. That process has begun, and we will keep you updated as we progress along. And it's going to progress really fairly quickly on the technical side, because the first release we have is very simple. It fits into their current Mary fork that they just released in March. We don't have to wait for their smart contract release later this summer. It'll fit right in. So we'll stay tuned is what I want to say.
Yeah, and then I also want to illustrate to you. Look at what Dogcoin's doing. What is Dogcoin? What does it represent? What does it do? It's just a coin. That's it. It's a coin with a cute meme, a little cute doggy, and a couple
Yeah,
of
it was created as a joke back in the day.
yeah, and here it is. I think it hit 41 cents. I think it's dropped back a little bit off of 41 cents, but it's gone up like 700%. So, I mean, it's unbelievable. And I think that the total amount of coin with Dogcoin is something like 900 billion. It's a massive amount of coin for the price that it's at. So the reason why I'm bringing this up to you is because you need to see that if a coin that has absolutely no ecosystem connected to it whatsoever, it just has a community, can go that high, we can only imagine how high Market Hive coin is going to go as we get it rolled out and we get moving forward with what we're doing. You look at all the other systems out there saying, "Hey, me too. We're a social network. Me too." Well, you see the balkanization of the major social networks. The balkanization. Yugoslavia used to be one big nation, and it broke apart into lots of smaller little nations. Well, there's never going to be another Facebook as big as Facebook, but Facebook is going to deteriorate, fall apart. It's going to collapse, and it's going to leave a lot of smaller systems that are more vertical. Well, we're one of those systems, but that's okay. Because what's unlike anything else that's out there, Market Hive gives you the ability, not just you, the ability to publish out to all the social feeds out there, all the YouTube systems or video systems. It also gives the ability for you other members in Market Hive to subscribe to what you're doing. So every time you do something, it publishes out to them. This is also another concept that seems to just people seem to miss it on the absolute huge power the Market Hive possesses, especially in this day and age of all of the big elites. It's a word that's missing in my head right now.
Yeah, I think we know what you're talking about, though.
Yeah, when they remove something you posted, what is that called?
Oh, shadow banned or
no, come on, Maggie. Maggie's standing here. Censor. They censor everything. Veritas just got permanently banned from Twitter. For what?
Telling the truth.
Yeah. So you have to realize what's going on here. So coming really soon is the ending of the Entrepreneur One. Closing it. Those people who have it will continue to keep it as long as they keep it actively paid for. Coming soon is opening up, allowing you to buy ILPs with your Market Hive coin. Coming soon is our Wheel of Fortune. we had some design challenges on it. I've overcome those, so we're now moving forward with our Wheel of Fortune, which is part of our Market Hive donations. Some of the prizes in there, I mean, there'll be some prizes where you'll actually win an ILP, win an Entrepreneur One, some really big deals. It will be very rare for that person who does win it, but it'll be there. You'll be able to win coin, win impressions, win all kinds of really cool stuff. So Market Hive is moving forward to becoming even more integrated and more innovative in what it's doing. It's just that we want to get this wallet completed. This is a really big deal for us. It's the wallet now. It's time. It's time for the wallet. Is there anything else? Apprentice program, that's ready to go. The Wheel of Fortune is practically ready to go, but we're waiting all those things before we launch all that into the system. We want the wallet done. So we're depending on you, Doug.
And something excited with that too is, we've been slowly, we want to move and not get away from credit cards and all that stuff. And it's all a part of the wallet. It's all a part of the shopping cart and everything. And so we were with a company called Coin Payments, and they're okay. Just the fees are high, and you got to rely on them to process everything. And the way Thomas likes to lead things, he likes to have control and have everything in house. Not really control, but be able to keep the process simple and not have too many moving parts.
Thank God. Thank God we moved off of Amazon and Azure, Microsoft. We did that
Right.
before we discovered that they're willing to kick you off their system if they don't like the way you're thinking. They don't like what you said. They don't like your politics. They don't like the fact that maybe you're a little too conservative for them, a little too Christian for them, whatever it may be. The fact that they proved that that's what they will do, and we were already in the process of moving off. Thank God we did that. And it's not because I want the ability to control everything. I don't want somebody else to say, hey, you start doing what we want you to do or we're going to shut it off. Well, phooey on you. We don't need to be in that situation. It's not smart to be in that situation. We want to be in a situation where we serve the Lord 100% and there is no ifs, ands, or buts or compromises whatsoever.
Absolutely. And part of that process of moving off of that, we were looking for our alternative and better, more efficient ways to accept cryptocurrency. And that about the same time, Tesla announced that they were going to start taking Bitcoin for all their cars. And Elon's the same way. He doesn't like to use outside services that hit him up for fees, and they have control over his financial pipeline. And so he was reading an article and found out that he went to a open source, a place, a software called BTC Pay, where you can run it on your own server. It's your own cryptocurrency merchant account, basically. So
Yeah.
there's no fees. It handles everything. It's open source, and he implemented that, and actually found some bugs. With open source, when you implement something and you test it, you could submit bugs and help get them fixed and submit test cases. So the group of developers that run that can fix it. And he found a bunch of bugs, and I saw this. I said, "Hey, well, why can't we do that?" And downloaded it, tested it out on our server, and so that's going to be how we're going to process a cryptocurrency. But the great part of that is you could have with the full blown server where we host everything, we could have unlimited stores. So which is going to really benefit the Entrepreneur One level members because they'll be able to have a cryptocurrency store inside their groups. So if you want to charge or for your goods or your products, you'll have a little plug-in in the group. You'll be able to use our BTC Pay. It'll go from into your wallet and all that good stuff. So it was a byproduct of this, of us looking for something that was more efficient for Market Hive, and we actually found something that's going to benefit the Entrepreneur One level members. And this is going to happen a lot because that membership, we gave away the sink, the bathtub, the whole everything, the whole kitchen, everything,
And the baby.
and all the new stuff that's coming. They get it. So, and that is going to close as soon as we announce the wallet. It'll close in 30 days after that.
All right. Well, I'll leave everybody with this, that we are conducting our Sunday meetings 1 hour earlier. right? So everybody make a note of that. It will show up in the calendar as 1 hour earlier than it normally is. What is it normally at?
It's
So
8 Pacific,
so it's going to be
9 Mountain,
9 Mountain and 10 Central
yeah, and
and
11 Eastern.
Eastern, and then I don't know. You can figure it out. Just go to World Time Clock, and if you're not sure what time to come to the meeting, and I'll say this: be on time. We're not able to mute you when you try to get in after the meeting starts, but because of the fact that many of you have been with me for a long time, show up 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes late, and blong, blong, and it just fills up my record, so I'm not recording anymore because I don't have time. I don't have 6 to 10 hours to edit all that out of a recording. We have our own code for the web room. It's just that's down the road on our table. When we do get that going, it'll have the ability to shut the door. When it shuts the door, you won't be able to you won't even be able to attempt to log in. It'll say, sorry, room's closed. So, one of the very first things on a list of success is showing up on time. So really focus on being on time. All right, folks. God bless you all. Thank you, Doug. God bless you.
Yeah, thank you, Thomas.
All right, well then, good night, good day, good morning from Market Hive. See you Sunday.